Then they convert that information into insights to optimize workflow. With that, please join me in welcoming Macondo Ventures.
Thank you. My name is Frank Leo, founder and CEO of Macondo Ventures. I just want another round of applause for all the great startups we have here. This is a fantastic event. So Macondo Ventures, I spent 15 years in the consulting industry, started with Kurt Solomon, moved on, we were acquired by Accenture, and I decided that when I wanted to found a company, I needed to hire my two best clients. So you'll see that we have a fantastic team of people who've run supply chains and are here with us and run buildings. And really, we talked about the supply chain aspects of the, as we look at the shopping experience, the supply chain becomes critical. And over time, it became clear to me that a lack of visibility is causing erosion of profit. So you can't measure what you can't manage what you don't measure. You can't measure what you don't see. So right now, in warehouses, leaders can't see what is happening. I want everybody to just do a quick exercise, close your eyes, everybody here leads teams. Can you picture what everybody on your team does every single day? Probably not. And oftentimes when we think of what people are doing, we're misperceiving the activities, so that the tools that are in place right now, engineering time studies and the like, may misrepresent what's actually happening. So people aren't using those methods when they're not being fully monitored by. And leaders really aren't equipped to deal with some of the things and new processes. So the speed that is required that we talked about of supply chains now, that's changing, and we can't use the same old tools to solve that. So Macondo Ventures offers a platform of computer vision technology that uses all the buzzwords, AI and the cloud, to drive insights, actionable insights on a customizable dashboard. So we have a couple different use cases. From a grocery perspective, we're focused on the warehouse solution. And really the warehouse problem becomes, I can't get labor. So I don't know how many people are feeling a labor crunch in their distribution centers, but with the growth in labor, companies need to automate, but they also need to motivate their employees to make sure that you're properly spending capital dollars and driving performance in the warehouses. So how do we solve that problem? We install cameras that passively track and convert images of human forms into data, and then use machine learning to transmit that as insights via a dashboard. We've got a quick video here to show you what that looks like in action. So this is one of our proof of concept buildings. You'll see a picking operation. So anybody who's spent time in a warehouse can see that the person is picking, labeling, and throwing it into a box, instead of what we would expect them to do, which is pick, label, carefully place into a box, stack it neatly, use all the cube in the box. So you're seeing a different method, you're seeing some different activities that you might not expect. And we can use this to provide insights like, this bay takes longer to pick from than every other bay in your warehouse, where even if you're following people, you wouldn't necessarily know. What does this result in? We're providing never before seen visibility to drive productivity savings, automate some of the tedious engineering tasks, and provide insights and peer benchmarking of the data for customers. Thank you.
Great, thank you. So one of the first things that came to my mind was the question over privacy. Can you help us understand how that's being addressed within the solution?
Sure, great question. So as I said, we're recording only data. So there's no personally identifiable information captured or recorded or kept or transmitted. So we're recording only the activity of the different joint points that we record as data.
And besides providing this kind of engineered data, what else can the solution do?
So we offer, if it's not just the creating the engineering, we now offer retailers the ability to track things that had never been tracked before. So one of the things we're working on is an unmanaged shipping dock where you put a team of people on the shipping dock and you don't know what each individual person contributes because it's all just one truckload full of product. We can actually track each individual and manage their contribution to the process.
Great, thank you so much.